Welcome back to the IAM Symposium. And this is a Solstice Symposium, but today we have Jorge Luis Delgado, who's a Paco and a friend of mine from Peru and worldwide known shaman who also owns hotels, and he's a travel person, spiritual travel person. I don't think I think he likes to take groups on spiritual quests. And he's going to talk to us today because in Peru, it's the summer solstice and there's a solstice energy. And I thought maybe he would talk to us a little bit about that. Are you ready?
Yes, of course. It's a great honor to be in contact with all of you. We call Kapag Raimi this important solstice celebration. You know, we have two very important celebrations. One's the Inti Raimi in June. Inti is the Father Sun, the celebration of the Father Sun. And Kapag Raimi in December, it has to do with your power, with a kapag. Kapag means power. Kapag means the impact of the light. So it is a word, as we can read, if we write C-A-P-A-C. We can read from both sides. So that means that when we recover our inner sun, when we let the inner sun shine, we have the access to all the powers. So what is the most important for us if we talk about power? Of course, we are not talking about the power of money, the power of the politics, no. We are talking about the real power. And for us, light is the real power. And that light is love. It is in service and it's wise. There is no love that is not in service. All love is in service. So in this important celebration, we do offerings to the Father Sun, always to the Mother Earth, the Cosmic Mother, to the Cosmic Father, to the Apukunas. But the most important is really about your inner power. That means your inner light. Celebration that brings the different qualities of the light to purify, to cleanse, and to make it more luminous. The inner sun, the heart, the soul. As much we connect those days with the hucha for letting go and to open ourselves. You know, all the celebrations for us has to do with a first step, letting go. All the energies that doesn't come from love. Those are the blockages. So when we cleanse the blockages, we can really stay in our essence, in our inner sun, in our authentic self. So as a ray of the sun, we have a beautiful celebration. You know, once, I would like to share, I just remember a beautiful dream I had. A long time ago, you know, I really love to take pilgrims to the sacred sites, the power places, and these lands of the children of the sun. And once I was asking myself, you know, in Machu Picchu, everything is dancing with the cosmos. One of the Inca trails coming by Intipunku, the sun gate, You know, it is aligned with this Kaparaimi, with this celebration. And you know, that day, I was asking the question first, and that night, I had a beautiful dream. So I was there in my dream. I was there the 20, you know, just the day before the light of the Father Son touched that gate and start walking to the city together with the rays of the Father Son. So that was the image, but it was really about the awareness that when we open ourselves, we are those rays of the sun coming into the sacred city. And you know that light touch one of the windows in the sun temple that is in the center of the sacred city, Machu Picchu. So, Karaimi, the festivity of the power, we can go in many levels, in many dimensions. Everything has the power. Everything comes from that light. So we love to see in every expression of life that gift. Because nothing that it is around us, it's not alive. Everything is alive. If everything is alive, everything comes from the light. As it comes from the light, it's in service. And always we can have communication. We can ask a favor to bring that light to us, to touch us. And also we can share our inner sun, our inner light. One of the special practices really to connect with that light is to remember every day the light in our hearts. The first thing we remember when we awake, the inner sun. As we remember that light, we are bringing the extra. You know, in an ordinary life, we always want to experience an extraordinary life, but we don't use it the extra. What is the extra? The extra is our own light. The extra is our love that is in service, that is wise. So we trust in the inner wisdom. When we come from the heart, always we know that's the right way. When we come from the heart, we know that we are all interconnected. We know that everybody, every expression of life, we are interdependent. So we are reciprocal. We are a contribution to life, because between all the expressions that is alive, we make this oneness, this one life. And our cause, our purpose all together is to keep evolving this life. So Raimi is a great moment to go in gratitude to the Father Son. It's a great moment to reconnect with the beloved galactic sun. You know, in the Indian world, we call Inti Taita to the Father Son. We call Inti Churin to the children of the sun. And we call Inti to the sun behind the sun. So one of the practices we have in our tradition is that the first light for this solstice, we bring it directly to our inner sun by our mouth. You know, in the regions of the high plateau, we have some monoliths, we have some sculptures that they have the mouth open, the hands open, and some the arms open. So it is about that, to open ourselves, to ask to the Father Son a favor to come to us, to the inner sun, so we can feed the soul, we can nurture our roots so we can have a strong connection with the mother and we can bloom much easier. You know, in the Andean tradition, it's so important to bloom. That means we release the resistance to share our nectar, to share our beauty, to share our sweetness, to share our lives. So it is happening, this irony, the reciprocity. When we are sharing, really is when we are flowing in the oneness to all expressions of life. So when we do this connection with the Father Sun, inhaling from the galactic sun that light by the Father Sun into the inner sun, obviously first we do an invocation to the Father Sun, an invocation to Ilya, you know, all the names of divinity you are used to. So then the favor to the galactics, to the Father Sun, to bring that light from the galactic sun, it is so powerful to absorb through our mouth and hold it 7 moments. So this light touch the inner sun, and from the inner sun to all the cells, to all the organs, the glands, the bones, the articulation, to all the physical body, and we can see all our bubble, you know, the popcorn. We believe that we are bubbles of light. So we are shining again. So the power of love, service, and wisdom is strong again. Very important to remember in these special ceremonies, because in these solstices, in these special ceremonies, is when the Father Sun open wider his arms, that is ready to share with much love. Every day the Father Sun is sharing us his love, but it's even wider open. It's even much more powerful, these special moments of the solstice. So then we can really start activating the lineage of the Capacunas. You know, we had the first Inca in our history. His name is Machu Picchu. Machu is the one who can fly, who has the vision, the one who doesn't have attachment, the one who can see, but not what you want to see. The one who sees is life, and see is free, and see is unique, and see it is not domesticated. It is wild. We have an expression here, we call it salva. So we have this opportunity to bring that light, that uniqueness, that part of us that is not domesticated, that knows that we are a contribution to life. So as Majiku, you can use always your wings to fly as much far possible. But of course, always we use the wings for landing, huh? Because our family, our nests are with the Mother Earth. So as a Kapach, we remember our power. What for is this power? To really be aware we are leading our lives. We are leading our histories. We are planting the seeds. The seeds. We are creating this new world every day. So as much we trust in the individual, we are starting this wave of energy of the Capacunas. You know, the Incas started in one of these days, one of the sunrises, one cycle. You know, the cycles in the Indian world, 1,000 years, 500 years of daytime, 500 is nighttime. So the Incas started with sunrise. By the sunset arrived our friends the Spaniards. And then after 500 years, you know, 1992 to 2032 more or less, we are in a new sunrise. So this is the time when the Capacuna lineage is awakening. It's not only few people who is Capacuna, everybody is Capacuna. Everybody who awakes, who sees that light in the heart is a Capacuna. That is the extra to manifest an extraordinary world with all the family of the Mother Earth. But always the question is, well, you're talking about the Mother Earth, we're talking about family. But the family is only humans? No. We have a very big family. Very big family. Everybody who drinks the milk of the Mother Earth is our family. And what is that milk? Milk is water. Beloved, milk of the Mother is water. This water is very important for our lives, to keep life, to bring more life, to cleanse, to send the message, to connect with the Mama Kocha, the Mother Sea, the Mother Lake, that plays a very important role in our lives. It has to do with the emotions, with the feelings. So water is an important key for us. This is the food that tells all the creatures of the Mother Earth, we are loved by the Mother Earth. We have to take care of the water. We have to honor the water. We are water. We have to honor ourselves. So the families, this big family, everybody who drinks, the insects, the animals, birds, all the plants, you know, even the stones in the process of transformation into water. And of course the humans. So we are not the only ones who drinks water, drinks the milk of the Mother Earth. One of the most important messages from our Inca tradition is that we are not the only ones. We are not the only children of the Mother Earth. We are one of many. And we have to remember we are family. And from where we remember? From the inner sun. We remember from our hearts, not only with the rational mind, because with the rational mind we will have some mistakes, because as you know, we start to keep believing in lies. I'm not saying that the mind always is lying, but a big percentage of our beliefs is our lies. So we are in a great moment, in a great month, December, the time when in this part of the world, the plants start to grow, the seeds are showing that it's working. We are in the moment of celebration, the 21st, 22nd, but it's not only that day, it's all that week, it's all the month when we prepare ourselves now with the new calendar, the Gregorian calendar. Also we are getting into this new year, but of course we can always take that as part of the new day. and be sure that if we let our inner sun guide our lives, we will have an extraordinary year. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you. So Jorge, my question really is more like, I've been thinking a lot lately about that there's a reason that there's an equator and that half the people are holding up the light and half the people are holding up the darkness. Is that just something I've just invented lately in my mind, or how would the people in the north cooperate with the people in the south who are having the growing season starting and we're going into hibernation?
Well, it is like taking turns. we are playing always. Everything is in duality. We can see also as masculine, the upper and the lower as feminine. We can see as more rational, and also the other side as more spiritual. But it needs to be together. The coherence between those aspects, we always can balance. If we come from the heart, if we come from the inner sun, we can see it clear. We have a tendency in the mind that we believe more in the heavy energies, and we are in trouble, we are making too many mistakes, things like that. But there is something, very special. That's why these celebrations, to remember every cycle, every solstice, every equinox, every zenith, that we have all the gifts to transform, to heal, to balance, to anchor more light. So, when we are talking about the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, in the northern hemisphere, the energy goes clockwise. In the south, is counterclockwise. So, in Ecuador, in Quito, if you go to the city, you will see they call the middle of the world. It's one line there. There is a hole in each side, half a meter difference. And you can see there how the water goes one direction and the other one goes in another direction. So it is very clear. What for is that? Why is that? It is the ways how the magnetics, the music, the rhythm of the Mother Earth, the sun, and the cosmos is dancing. It's all about the dance, how we are dancing. In this dance, for example, the 21st of June here, the sun is far away. So in the northern hemisphere, it's like that. It is colder. When it is colder, we bring much more the inner sun. That's why the celebration of the sun. We celebrate to the Father. We start to feel his gratitude. The human tendency is we are grateful when it's gone. We are aware when it's not anymore there, So we miss it. So we start to think about how important is it. All the scientists, they say, it's so important, the Father Son, but it's vital, we cannot survive without the Father Son. But how grateful we are with it, how much we honor the Father Son. Do we really take from the inner Son or just from the mind? So we live more in the mind, we live more in the rational mind, and we are missing this part, this spirit, our souls. How grateful is the soul? The soul always is grateful with life. The soul always wants to enjoy life. That's the way how we feed the soul. The mind the mind, we feed the mind, you know, with material things, with belongings or with attachment. You know, in this new day, in this new time, we start to see that life is all about the wellness, to be joyful, to bring more happiness to our lives and to all the community of life. So I wish you much joy in this celebration, solstice celebration of December. Always we say a solar hug. What is a solar hug for us? Solar hug means a hug that comes from the inner sun. The solar hug is warm, like the Father Sun. The solar hug is enthusiast for life. The solar hug is luminous. The solar hug brings the soul, connects with the other soul, and we see we are experiencing a new life, a new cycle.
How beautiful that is.
Okay.
Lovely. Jorge, I need to come visit Peru and maybe bring another group there. It's been way too long. I miss you, my friend.
Oh, my friend, I'll be happy to see you again and to play together and enjoy the beauty and the magic of the Andes. And let me tell you something. If you have any friend in a Gaia television,
No, I don't, but I know people who do.
Well, you know, anybody who can come and to some documentary. There is some new places that we are sharing around Lake Titicaca, like Inca Cabaña, like the crop circles, you know, those circles from the pre-Inca times.
Well, everyone, you hear that out. He's ready to start to share some of those new hiding places that are revealing themselves as we need them. And you know, I'll always come and bring my camera, sure. And I have a lot of people paying attention. So let's see what we can manifest together next year, Jorge.
Okay.
All right.
We're open, but you know, try to do, if you want to come with some time in advance. I mean,
oh yes.
Nowadays reservations and all of that, it moves so quick, you know.
I know. I want to come at an unpopular time.
Okay, very good.
I'll reach out and I'll reach out to your office. So much love to you and thank you for taking this time with us.
Solar hug for you, my friend. Bye-bye.
Bye.